What just happened?
All right, welcome back, guys. We have a big news update here at RxMuscle.com. Gregg Valentino was yet fired again from another position. First time he was fired was from muscle development a couple years ago. He had been working with Joe Piataro over at MuscleSportMag, and he has been fired again. So we got him here live to talk about what happened. Gregg, you can't seem to hold a job lately. What went on over there at Muscle Sport? We know you had that TV show with Joe, the Joe and Gregg show. We knew you did videos over there. You did a radio show. Now you're not there anymore. I heard that there was a physical altercation between you two, and now you're fired. What happened?
Well, essentially what happened is I've been, I don't want to bash Muscle Sport Mag too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not my goal here, but I've been working for Joe now, with Joe. We built the magazine. I've been doing a lot of work for free, trust me. And what happened was, I was doing videos, and he was starting to get upset because, for instance, I had to do it with a green screen. If the green screen had a wrinkle in the back or there was a little bit of a shadow, he would send me a message, dude, the video's no good. I'm not going to use it. I'd have to redo it. Okay. Then shirts. And if I wore the white shirt 2 times in a row or 3 times in a row, he'd tell me, no, you got to wear the black one then. I'd wear the black one 3 times in a row. He would get mad and tell me, now you're wearing the black one too much. You got to go back to the white one. So, I had to, little things like that were starting to set him off. But I noticed, he forgot how I, helped him get this thing off the ground and busted my balls. And to be honest with you, I could film a video in a grocery store parking lot and people will still watch it because it's me,
Right.
And things were starting to get bad. Then I would do supplement. I would do talk about for instance, supplements, you're crazy. I did a video about a how crazy it is with these guys who sell fake D-ball in the back of the magazines. He'd get pissed and say to me, well, those are our advertisers. You're pissing them off. All right. I didn't know who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So then I did a video about, for instance, I said that there's a supplement, deer antler. It's a joke. And this, you can't talk about that. It's going to piss off the supplement guys again. And I'm like, holy fuck. Then I did a thing where I was talking about, where somebody told me, Gregg, and it's a very smart thing, by the way. They told me, I think the GH gut might be just a swollen liver, because, a lot of guys take so much shit today. That's why you didn't see it back then. So I'm saying, that makes a good point because my father died of liver cirrhosis. And, he was built, my father, but he lost all his muscle and he had just a belly at the end. And he never drank or did anything. He had hepatitis from the Army, years ago. So I did a video and I said, I think that supplements, everybody's always worried about pre-workout supplements and this and that and the other thing. And I think that they should really go towards organ care stuff, a lot of liver detox stuff. I think not that you shouldn't take pre-workouts, but it's more important to take care of your body first. You can live without a pre-workout, but if your liver's done, you're fucked.
So Gregg, you were basically being censored by him, is what you're saying.
Basically, yeah, he was censoring. But we're supposed to be uncensored. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I didn't know. I didn't do anything. But I mean, you want to actually, go at it with me over that.
Now,
I'm the guy who brings people. Remember, Lee Priest left and came back and said, I'm only coming back because of Gregg Valentino.
Right.
You know how many guys I brought to Muscle Sport Mag?
Well,
Dave, here's the kicker. You already noticed because we talked already. But what happened is, we're at a function this week, and we had not been getting along. And I could tell he looks at me funny. You know what I mean? When there's trouble with you and a friend, and they kind of can't look in the eye and all this. So I followed him into the bathroom. I saw him go to the bathroom. I went in and I said, I wanted to kind of corner him a little bit. And I told him, dude, what the fuck? What's going on here? And he starts going off about the videos again. I'm in this to make money, bro. The supplements, you're saying all this shit. And I said, whoa, I don't know. You then give me a list of what I can't talk about and what I can talk about. And he said, well, just don't talk about supplements and all that, because unless you're going to talk good about them, because you're going to piss off our guys. And I said, wait a minute. I got to tell the truth. If some guy's going to ask me, Greg, should I be taking a pre-workout or whatever? I'm going to tell him, yeah, take the pre-workout. But, dude, worry about your organs, digestive enzymes, all that stuff. I think that's very important,
right. That's what he said.
And then he was getting mad. I could see he was getting stewed. So we went out, and we were out in the gym part, and we're talking, and he's getting loud when he's talking to me. So I made him go in a corner. I said, come on, let's go talk over here. So we went in the corner, and we started kind of arguing a little bit. We were nose to nose, and he needs a breath mint, by the way. But so we're sitting over there, and we're arguing, and I said to him, I was pissed off. I said, Joe, I've been busting my balls for you, and I love MuscleSportMag. I do, but I've been busting my balls for you. And everything I'm saying here is not bashing, because this is the truth, okay? I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to bash. But, he hurt me, bro. I said to him, 2 years ago, we went to the Arnold Classic with the Lee Priest issue. We were handing that shit out. I went out there for nothing. He said, well, you got a free trip out there, didn't you? I said, I didn't want to go, bro. I don't go to any of those expos. When do you people see me at expos? But anyway, so he says to me, he started that free trip shit. I said, dude, I was out there for 2 days. You gave me 2 meals. I didn't have breakfast or lunch or dinner at the first day. All I had was before bed when we ate Domino's pizza. Day 2, all day at the expo, standing on my feet. All day, no breakfast, no lunch, no dinner, driving me crazy. We got to go do this. Come on, let's hit this boat, that boat. All day. Finally, before we went to the airport, we had mall Chinese food. I said, Joe, come on, bro. I never complained about that, but now you stirred up some shit in me, so now I'm going to bring it to you like that. And he goes to me, what did you want? A steak dinner? I was on a budget. I said, no, I didn't want a steak dinner. I wanted breakfast. I wanted lunch, right? So, anyway, so now listen, I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? I go to Generation Iron. I do a dozen videos. It's 12 videos, right? I throw them 2 extra videos. It's 4, so we'll go to 14 sometimes. I get $1,500, okay, for that. We film it all in one day. With him, I do 20 videos.
20?
20. A month.
Wow.
Okay? That's 5 a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 4 fucking radio shows.
Wow.
4 radio shows.
How much does he pay you?
He paid me $200.
I'll give you I'll give you $210.
What's that?
I'll give you $210.
Hey, I'll take it. This way I can tell everybody I got a raise. But
that is very chintzy. Yeah, I agree.
$200 for 20 videos. Do you know how long it takes me to do those videos? Because now I got to do a green screen, and he's never happy with them. Now I got to watch the content I talk about. The same. Hey, we're no bullshit, no pussy, this, no that. But I honestly felt like I was back with Blackman because, I felt disrespected. And when I took it to him like a man, he got really, really, really pissed off. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like I had the audacity. For $200 to complain. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to leave MuscleSportMag.
I know.
But I was glad. Because when he said to me, well, after the Arnold Classic thing that I said, my little rant there about the Arnold Classic, and doing it for free, he said, well, you don't have to worry about going to the Olympia this year then, because you're not going. As a matter of fact, we don't need you anymore. And I said, so you think the fucking company is going to go without me, right? You think it's going to be a lot better? Like, you're better off without me. Fine. Then I'm gone. I don't give a shit. So then we started, kind of going back and forth, nose to nose. I got a little pissed off, and I shoved him because, I actually feel bad about that because you know what? You're talking about a guy a guy that I loved was my friend. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, of course.
Up until about a month or two ago, because I noticed the way he was starting to treat me. And I'm not the only one. You know why? Because when we would get on a radio show thing, and now the radio show is visual on Instagram, when I would talk, sometimes I'd have difficulties. Bro, you know, I'm on my girlfriend's phone right now because I have a flip phone. Sometimes I call in, I'd have difficulties. And you could see him getting stewed. And a few times people have said, Joe, you all right? You okay? You know, because he's getting mad because it was at the point now where, you know, when you're with a girl and you guys are like at the point where you're breaking up and you argue over little things. Like if you said to a girl, what? And she, what'd you say? Did you say what? Did you say, you heard me? You know, like you're arguing over the dumbest, stupidest shit.
Yeah.
That's the way it was.
Wow.
And I couldn't question him. He said to me, dude, I'm trying to make a living. This is my, this is my life. I'm making a living off this, that. Yo, but what about me, bro? You promised me when we were doing this that I would always get paid and you would take care of me.
Right.
You know what I mean? 4 radio shows, 20 videos at $200. Dude, and it takes me an hour at least to render the videos. I don't do it with a, I mean, Johnny Styles doesn't even shake his head. He knows, what the deal is. I got to convert to from MOV to MP4. Then I got to edit it. This, that, the other thing. I got to have a fucking green screen. Make sure there's no wrinkles in the green screen. Oh shit, there's a shadow. Oh shit, you're wearing the blue T-shirt instead of the white, the black T-shirt instead of the white T-shirt. I mean, you're gonna pick nits. You're gonna pick nits. I mean, Dave, you know as well as I do. When you do a show, nobody says. If I said to somebody, "Hey, what T-shirt did Dave Palumbo wear in his last video?" They'd be, "Oh, I don't know, a Species T-shirt." You know what I mean? They don't even know because nobody gives a fuck, bro. Right. Nobody gives a fuck if you use a green screen. The green screen he uses with me and even himself, not for nothing, but looks cheesy. Do you understand? I don't like it. And if I questioned it, he would get really, really mad. But he wouldn't talk to me like, hey, Greg, nah, we got to do it. He would talk to me like, listen, this is the way I want it, and it's good. He was nasty. Yeah. So, to be honest with you, I don't like laying my hands on anybody. You know what I mean? Especially somebody who was a friend. You know what I mean? But and I get start getting nervous because I don't want to go to jail and shit like that. For putting hands. Like I even said to him after I pushed him, I said like, come on, I mean, I want come on, hit me, so we could both go to jail because I'm not gonna go to jail alone. And then, because dude, if I go to jail with somebody, bro. And my life is fucked, and I'm sitting in that fucking jail. We're gonna go at it again in the bullpen.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. We're going again. I'm already fucked. It's like robbing a bank. If you rob a bank, So I don't ever want to put I actually feel bad because he had his family there and shit like that. They didn't see it, but the thing is, you treat me like a fucking like a dog. You know what I mean? After I was fucking. I would have done anything for free for you. I would have done it for free. I would have blown you if you wanted me to on fucking webcam. I would have done anything to help that magazine. They did so much free shit. And you're going to worry? You're going to fucking worry about that? I was doing Facebook posts. At one point I was making, Dave, one time I was making $250. But I was doing Facebook posts and I wasn't tagging people right. So he cut that out and he took $50 away from my pay. Listen, this is true. Okay, this is true. I'm not bashing. I'm just telling you what really happened.
I believe you.
I don't wish bad on the guy. I don't want people to stop going there. I don't want I want it to die after all this because I know he's doing his little radio show right now, Ask Joe, the Celebrity Joe. But you know what? I mean,
well, Greg, he offered Sid a job already. I don't know if you know Sid who works for us.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Dude, I hooked him up with Tony Huge. He didn't even fucking tell me that he did the interview and everything. He didn't even know who Tony Huge was. I didn't hook him up per se, like, here's Tony Huge's number. Yeah. What I meant was, I was like, look, get a hold of this guy. This guy's great. Now Tony Huge is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Tony Huge might replace you because he was trying to get Sid to replace him. Luckily, Sid, I pay him a nice salary. So I pay him like $300 a month instead of $200. Now, Greg, let me ask you a question. I know you want this behind you. You're going to do very well on your own. Believe me, you have your own audience. You don't need anyone. Like I said, you could do some interviews with us and Generation Iron, and then do your own YouTube channel, and you'll probably have You'll probably have more subscribers than we will because people really love you. But I want to ask your opinion. You saw this Rich Piana racist phone call came out. Was released yesterday. It was a conversation with him and his girlfriend were having. He was screaming at her and using the N-word. Do you believe that Rich Piana is a racist?
No, I don't. Guys, I know it's going to be crazy. Okay, I don't believe he's a racist, but I do believe he made a seriously huge mistake. Okay, he did. That was a definite racist rant. Okay, but sometimes people say you pick like, for instance, if your girlfriend's fat and you argue, you may say, yo, you fucking fat bitch. It doesn't mean that you're like, you hate fat people.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm
saying? I
understand. My girlfriend's Mexican. Sometimes it's like, yo, get the lawnmower, get outside, cut the grass. But, that's a Mexican joke. But I'm
but
saying.
You don't think but you don't think that release of that word underlies something that might have been there already?
What do you mean, like?
Well, I mean, he used the N-word. She's not black. He was pissed off that she was whatever. Some black guy kissed her on the cheek, and he used. So I mean I know he was incensed and he lost his mind. But when someone uses a word like that repetitively,
it's racist. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, listen to me. I'm not saying it wasn't racist. It absolutely was racist. It was 100% racist. But I think that a lot of people say shit. If she kissed a fat guy, he would have said, you fucking pig. You kissed that fat fuck, that disgusting fat man. You understand?
Yeah.
I think he picked out what would be the, not that it's a flaw to be black, but I think he picked out what you can use. If it was me she made out with, he might have said, that short little motherfucking midget motherfucking, you know what I mean? Right?
Right.
That's what I think happened. But
That fucking guy who wears the black shirt all the time?
He never changes shirts.
Yeah.
Stop talking about Deer Antler. There are sponsors. You know what I mean? But listen.
So you think the industry should forgive Rich then?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. If I was black, I would be not happy.
Yeah.
But I seen him with black guys, and I'm sure. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you too, Johnny. You're Puerto Rican. If somebody went off at a rant like that, even if you like the guy, it was me and I was you, whatever, I would say, dude, not for nothing. You're a good guy. We get along. But that was really fucking. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican. That's kind of fucking insulting.
Now let me ask you a question, Greg. Flex Wheeler, who's a black man.
Yes.
Is mad at me because I allowed you and Boston Lloyd to, critique him on our TV show that we did, Iron Debate. He's very mad at me. He's not mad at me for what I said. He's mad at what you said. He took it personally. And what Boston Lloyd said, he took it personally. And he is the executive vice president of Generation Iron, a website that employs you as one person,
right.
Boston Lloyd, and now Rich Piana, the theoretical racist. Is that a little hypocritical in your mind?
Is it hypocritical of
that
who?
He'd be mad at me, but meanwhile he's all the guys who he.
Wait a minute. I actually like Flex. I get along with Flex, but it's hypocritical because you should know, and you should have thick skin.
Right.
You make an announcement. You're a bodybuilder. You're a bodybuilding god. Okay, if Derek Jeter made an announcement, I'm coming back and I'm going to be playing in the police softball league with the fucking firemen, people would be like, "What?" Like, I'm just simply saying he's mad because he's saying, first of all, he's saying I'm not qualified. I'm as qualified as he is. You don't have to. First of all, the fans are the ones who judge you more than anybody, okay? Number one. Number two, I was fucking competing before he ever lifted a barbell, okay? I was competing. You got to remember something. I started working out in 1972. I didn't stand on the Olympia stage, okay? But I promoted shows and everything. I wouldn't want to go on the Olympia stage. Who the fuck wants to go through all that shit? You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is I've been in the sport. You know, I was a top columnist with Muscular Development. I've been in the sport a long time. I'm in the media. I'm more qualified. Dude, did you see him, Kai Green, and all those guys when they were doing the Olympia coverage? They you know, because you kiss a guy can get up there fat and shit. They'll be like, whoa, his calf look good. You know, you can't. You got to listen. You got to thicken your skin. If a Dallas McCarver takes pictures and his gut's sticking out and he's mad because people are pointing it out, then don't take pictures. Right. You are a bodybuilding legend, Flex. It's no disrespect, but you're making an announcement that you're going in a subpar, okay, in a subpar show, which I don't care if it's the Olympia. There's no winning the show. If you win, people are going to say, oh, please, he won the fucking classic physique. You know what I mean? It's not even bodybuilding, it's physique. And if he loses, everybody's going to say, ha! He placed second in the Olympia, now you fucking can't even win the classic physique. There's no winning. There's no winning. And nobody's bashing you, Flex. You're a god in bodybuilding. You're up there. Nobody's saying anything bad. But when you put yourself out there, you got to expect people to fucking shoot arrows at you. I'm not shooting an arrow at you. If you want to do that, if Flex Wheeler wants to do that, that's your business. No, you don't have to listen to me. You don't answer to me. I'm just a fucking Momo chasing his tail. I get fired from a shithole magazine, much less fucking, you know what I mean? So you're right. Who am I? But do I have the right to fucking judge and critique? Every single fan has the right, because that's a fan's right. Okay? You stand up there on stage and you want everybody to, look at him. You know what I mean? If you want that, then they have the right to judge you. We all have the right. Nobody's judging you as a person. They're judging the bodybuilder. Right. Okay? But you're not bodybuilding. You're going to a lesser thing. Derek Jeter's a great Yankee. If he starts playing in the men's softball league, it's not going to be impressing too many people. And if he starts striking out, you know how bad that looks? Oh, my God, Well. So that's all I was saying. I wasn't bashing Flex. He has the right to do what he wants to do.
Yeah, I understand. All right, well, I just wanted to get your opinion. Greg, thanks for clarifying that, what happened with Muscle Sport. Sorry that you guys couldn't get along, because it seemed like you had a decent thing going over there. But you know what? Like I said, you're very resilient. I know that your YouTube channel will build itself, and you'll probably wind up making way more than $200 a month with that YouTube channel. So good luck with that. Obviously, we're always welcoming you here. Anytime you have an announcement or anything you want to talk about, we'll probably get you back on another Iron Debate and in the future. And thanks for taking time to give us your opinion on Rich Piana and Flex Wheeler.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. I just want to say one more thing. I don't want people to leave Muscle Sport Mag. Don't leave on my. If you're a fan of me and you really like it, stay there. I'm not asking for that, number one. Number two, the Rich Piana thing, that was very racist. I'm not down for that. My children are half black, okay? My ex-wife was half black. So my children are quarter black. My girlfriend's Mexican. My ex-girlfriend who died that I made the videos about is Puerto Rican. Boricua, okay? We have gay and transgender in my family, okay? So I got it all covered, bro. You know what I mean? Even lesbian, I've got it in my family. So what I'm saying to you is that I don't believe in hate. I think it's wrong. I just meant that when he went off on a tirade, if the guy was Asian, if the guy was fat, if the guy was fucking tattooed forehead, he would have fucking, that tattooed motherfucker, big nose, that little guinea, short fucking midget. That's all I'm saying about that. And Flex Wheeler, I love you, bro, but please stick in your skin. If you're going to be that fucking easy to fucking rattle and you want to fight everybody, come on, bro. Let's be realistic, you know? Okay,
and that final word will take us to the end of this episode of the RX Muscle Recap and News. I'm Dave Palumbo, and we'll see you next time.